Hello, hello, hello. Um, here we are. Welcome. It's a little bit nerve-wracking to do a live, but here we are. And welcome to Oracle Priestess Bear of Victory's channel. And for those of you who already know me, what's up? I decided to do something just a bit different and really honing in on my teaching part of my journey. So it looks a little bit messy, but I promise you it is not. Uh, Archangel Michael, please protect us as I channel the energy and also just teach what the collective and specifically to um, I've had a couple of investment clients, I should say, spiritual investment clients that have had a couple of readings, and a couple of them are in the regeneration stage. And I wanted to make sure that whoever you are, but especially spiritual investment clients, have the information that is needed. I also have a very, very good friend that I gave a spiritual bath to, and I never bothered to um, explain, except you need it before the eclipse. This is what your guides are saying. And so, oftentimes, as a medium, the medium side, you get bits and pieces and pieces to a puzzle that it's often hard to put together because we um, as a ethical sense, in the ethical sense, are not supposed to interpret what source, the Most High God, your spiritual guides, what they're telling you, your ancestors. So I figured I'd do a general overview of a spiritual bath is good for. So the word purity can often be associated with a virgin, right? Specifically, especially in religion and other parts of, our teachings or societal norms. But purity, I've come to realize, is really about your aura, your thoughts, the people that are around you, your environment, just different things that often influence your actions. And so, if you are in a time of regeneration where you feel like enough is enough and I need to do something and I don't really know what it is to do, that's okay. The answers will come. But you can also help yourself by cleansing and allowing yourself to be pure in your own thoughts and actions. Now, I dib and dab and mix a lot of different teachings, and I meditate upon what to teach, how to go, and I just really often go with the flow. So here recently, I was reading a book called Fear is a Liar. And it is very important to me to make sure that I relay that because often that is what we're facing when we are in the regeneration stage. We're facing fear right in the face. And yes, it does come from a dark energy, Satan, and it is a real thing. It is a real energy in a lot of our lives. So when we're thinking about purity, we are thinking about getting back to us, getting back to the Most High God, or whatever that means for you. So spiritual baths can be used to help with cleansing those things that other people have put there. We can talk about negative thoughts. So we have ancestral curses. So way back when, someone in your family could have been like, I don't want anybody in the family from here on out to have any money. We will take a vow of poverty, or everything will go bad for XYZ reasons, or just even the collection of things that have happened in your families, the negative things that people have chosen to do. Often that energy hangs around if you don't really, cleanse yourself from that energy and allow yourself to surrender and let go of those things. We also have parental influences. We don't have to go into that. Just the things that your parents told you growing up. One of them for me was God will punish you if you don't do things XYZ way. And so there are these influences that we grow up with that are in our ear, in our thoughts, in our that become a part of who we are. And we also have societal influences. Right now, the big one is the internet. Uh, Globalization has been positive, but it also has its negative things that creates fear. And fear is an energy that lies to us. All right. So we have negative people that bring negative energies around us, negative people that are in our ear. And these things show up. You may not even know that it's happening. These things show up through the power of suggestion. Okay. And oftentimes, the most common is advice, whether it be unsolicited advice or solicited advice. I'm not saying don't get advice from people. I'm saying you don't need it because we have the answers from within. So a part of regeneration and purity is having the relationship with the Most High God and the connection to patience. One way I've been taught to do that by a very good friend is through reading the Bible. For her, it's religious, or I don't know. I don't want to speak for her. I shouldn't say that. But for me, it's more a guiding way. And so it can be a guiding way for you as well. But it's a sort, for me, it's a sort of meditation. I meditate upon certain things that I read, and then I allow myself to surrender and let go. And I give myself into what the Most High God's message is for me, even though it feels like I really need to talk this out, I really need to vent, I really need to tell somebody what I'm going through. We don't know what energy that person is operating in, we don't know their intentions. So just be careful with that. I threw that in there because most of us can be influenced during the regeneration process by others through the power of suggestion. And these are just ways that I do them, but see what your heart space is telling you, what your spiritual guides are telling you about spiritual baths. But it is definitely something to do to help you. And it is so spiritual bath. I prepare spiritual baths for others. Just I do a small little take of their energy, and I mix the herbs myself. Here's what my spiritual baths look like. Well, here's the ingredients. So here are the ingredients that I use. So I'll give someone this, and I prepare it for them based upon our conversation and the reading of their energy. I choose the herbs for them. I discuss it with them. And for the next steps, it's you can shower. If you shower, once after you have a shower, you are just intentionally, you can light a candle, um, you know, so to set a mood, to set the intention. We all know that water has memory. There's been experiments about it. You can look them up. I'm not going to go into that here. So we shower for cleansing, for purity, but we also have a relationship to water. We are made up of water, our bodies are made up of water, but then also water. It has been used for different reasons, for baptism, for in the symbol of purity. And again, I'll say water has memory. Therefore, you let the water know what your intention is, what you want to cleanse, what you want to surrender, and that's with your shower. And then you can go ahead and you can pour this on your bodies. You take your limbs, do your legs, do your arms, back, put some on your face, you pour some in your hair. It's all natural ingredients. Or if you like taking a literal bath, you can pour the water in the bathtub. However, if you want it to be hot, you want it to be cool, whatever temperature you want. And then you pour this into your bath and you sit in it and you do the same thing. You set your intentions. You can have a candle. You can also prepare the bath water with salts. I don't recommend that you put salt in there if you have hypertension, or you shouldn't be like consuming salt because it goes into your pores and that can cause some issues. You can choose whatever salt you want. I mean, I wouldn't use table salt. You can use sea salt. You can use Himalayan salt. Some people like Epsom salt. So it just depends on what your guides are calling you to do. And then herbs. I will read off some of the herbs here that I use for these. Let me see where I have it. I can tell you that I use anil. Anil is something that I love. I even just take the anil tablets and put them in the toilets. Um, I use a lavender for this essential oil, rose petals, um, some rosemary. I also use red clover, holy water, basil, angelic root, cinnamon. I put cinnamon sticks. I do a meditation over. The water does have memory, and so I do program the bath also with, some love. No other way to put it. It has other things that, I won't give away my recipe unless you really want to. You can contact me and I can let you know and teach you how to make your own spiritual bath. But you can use whatever herbs that you feel. You can look up the herbs. You can, get them on Amazon. You can go to your local herb store. um, Now, this is not root work, okay? So some people do create baths to create root work on other people. This is not that. However, I'm sure that in another life I was a root worker, okay? Not in this life, but this is where I get the knowledge from. And so essential oils are very calming, but they also help promote just a state of being in that moment. And the next day, especially if you do it at night, the next day you're gonna feel very refreshed. And at the end of it, you want to make sure and you acknowledge who you are, what you've done, what you have accomplished. If there's anything that you need to forgive to others or for yourself, you can do that. You want to cleanse and remove and release, but then you also want to accept, right? You want to accept what the Most High God is giving you in that moment. And, it can be for some people, oh my gosh, herbs, rituals, blah, 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 blah. It's not meant to be that way. It's meant more for you to understand that there are tools that the Most High God has equipped us with on this earth, such as food being one of them, herbs are another. And also, I mean, if any of you have ever taken an Advil or Tylenol or any kind of medicine, those medicines are crafted from herbs. They're just chemicals that mimic herbs that are already on the earth available to you. The things about herbs is you have to have the patience and the intention, and you will be able to get the benefits of them. But what happens with medicines, the oral medicines from the pharmaceutical companies, is that they also add chemicals for the rapid release, and then your body gets used to it. And with herbs, it's not that way. Okay. Also, be careful with consuming or anything like that. This is just about a spiritual bath. I'm not here to promote any consumption of other types of herbs. And if you have any problems with your health and you're under a doctor's care, you may want to research anything with them. Okay, so I'm not here to replace your doctor, but I do want to make sure that during the regeneration stage, you have access to that. And if you are interested in a spiritual bath or an elixir clearing spray, which is helpful after to keep up. You can spray it in your car after work. You can spray it on your hands before you're going to deal with other people. I also have a self-love oil that I make with patchouli. It's all pure things from the earth. There's no additives. And so that's what I want you. And let's see what Source has as a message for you as far as the regeneration goes and your journey. Yeah, so your journey, there's some evolution, there's some decisions needing to be made and this will be helpful with that. There also seems to be some travel here that will be spontaneous. They're asking you to go with the flow, go with the rhythm, but grow and let go of those things that no longer serve you. What else? What else? Yeah, water. They're confirming. Look, so we have laguz, water, intuition, flow, emotion, renewal, dreams, hopes, fears. So exactly what we were talking about earlier. So water is going to help you on your journey, on all of our journeys. As you know, drinking water is also very good. We have the Wonjo, the symbol of Wonjo, showing you right there, but it means joy, pleasure, the promise of happiness, hope, and fulfillment. It develops a relationship and kindness between us and others. So that is what we were talking about earlier about the power of suggestion and how we have unsolicited advice. Sometimes we have solicited advice. And when we take accountability and we take the reins on our own lives through understanding that even though we are feeling desperate and we desperately need to hear another person's opinion, that could be to our detriment and that could be to their detriment. Therefore, we must rely on what the Most High God is telling us. And sometimes it takes some patience and some clearing of that energy and being in a pure state to do that. It's the whole thing about being able to discern what it is you need to discern for yourself. And if you listen to someone else and what they're telling you, and it just confirms, then that's okay too. But sometimes we need to steer clear away from listening to others, because then it becomes a part of our thought process and our taking action process. Okay, and right after the regeneration, that is exactly what's going on, is a process of action. We're going to take action on the things. During regeneration, we're absorbing, we're observing, we're looking at what it is we need to see and making decisions, right? So you have water on your side, you have the childlike way of looking at the world and seeing yourself. And then you just have joy, because it's not going to all be happy and go lucky, rainbows and unicorns. It's going to be more of you being able to interpret what it is that you have be doing next, but you're doing that from your wisdom within and with the Most High God. Let's see what else. See what I'm so used to moving that because it goes over 20 minutes. And we got water again. Okay. So we have water, we have the turtle. And then if you see, there's a treasure. And the treasure island, you hold what is home, right? Because usually a turtle, their shell is their home. When they need to retreat and surrender, or they feel like there's enemies outside that are going to attack them, they retreat to their shell. When they think everything is safe, they come out, they start up on their journey, they collect stories, but they stand firm in what they're doing, and they understand that anywhere they are, it's home, because home is exactly where they are, or their source is everywhere. Source is always with us. The Most High God is always with us. Therefore, you don't have to worry about the mundane things of life. And there's things here that, often people say, oh, we have to do things by the book. So you have to figure out what that means for you, because everybody's principles and morals are not going to be the same as yours. And also, you don't know what energy people could be operating in. I mean, Satan could be talking to your friend to tell you that to do X, Y, and Z. So you have to be careful of those negative connotations, that if you feel like, I don't know about that, then you should just surrender, let it go, say thank you for the advice, and move on. Also, I feel like the biggest influence in most of our lives are parental influences, whatever that may be, even if they're not biological parents. Parental influences are the adults in our life, our teachers, mother, father, even older cousins, just anybody that we admired and inspired us to be. Some of those things we have to undo during this regeneration energy that you could be in. Okay, let's see. Yeah. So go the distance for yourself. Make sure that you are understanding what it is that you need going forward. And if you need a spiritual bath, you need the ingredients, the herbs for a spiritual bath, because I'm not going to give you a spiritual bath. If you need that, or you need any assistance, you can go down to the description box below and get the information. You can email me, you can text me. I do give appointments for having just a conversation if you want more information. And I can send you that link if you text me. My phone number is 463-246-8724. That's area code 463-246-8724. I hope I helped heal at least one person in the world today. I hope that this helped you in some kind of way. And I definitely hope that you will reach out if you have any questions. You can reach out down in the comments. Let me know how you feel. Let me know if you've ever had a spiritual bath. Just let me know anything. Like, share, and subscribe. You never know who you can help. And I would appreciate your energetic donation. Thanks for watching. Bye.